There is a lot to love about Whimsicott. One prize attacker that can hit up to 250 damage, all for 1 energy. Let's take a look at the list. Whimsicott is a really cool deck in this next format. With its release from Vivid Voltage, I think it makes it probably the best 1 prize deck out there. Let's take a look at the card. Whimsicott here with 90 health, a psychic type Pokemon, so we are going to be able to make use of the horror psychic energy, which I'll get to in just a second. A couple of attacks here. Triple draw, a nice consistency boost, draw 3 cards, and then for 1 psychic energy, flying fury 10+, and before doing damage, you may discard any number of Pokemon tools from your Pokemon. This attack does 40 more damage for each card you discarded in this way. So Whimsicott, as you can see, is going to be hitting for massive amounts of damage if you have enough Pokemon on your bench that have tools attached to them. Well, there's one really good synergy with Whimsicott, and that is in the form of the tool U-Turn Board. Now, U-Turn Board gives every Pokemon 1 less retreat cost, but also says if this card is discarded from play, put it back into your hand instead of the discard pile. So you can see if you can get 4 U-Turn boards, that's a very sustainable 170 damage out of the Whimsicott. And you can even augment that more with the other tools, Lucky Egg and Air Balloon. Now, Lucky Egg is really nice for the early game setup when you have, maybe a Jirachi or a Snorlax active, and you just want to make sure that your opponent can't Marnie you or reset stamp you and then knock out your Pokemon, and now you're in a really weird spot. It's also really good for the late game, where you don't need to discard everything. You don't need to do the 250 damage by discarding every single Pokemon tool that you have attached. You can just leave a Lucky Egg attached to your Whimsicott. Now your opponent is forced to either hit into that Lucky Egg and give you a lot of cards from that, or gust around the Lucky Egg. You force them into some pretty awkward positions. The other tool, Air Balloon, is just to help you move around your Pokemon and get your Jirachis out of the active. We play a couple of setup Pokemon here. We have our Jirachi Amazing Rare with the Dreamy Revelation. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put 1 in your hand. This is more so for, that early game, just giving you a little bit of extra consistency boost. And then it's a nice, just free card in the mid and late game. The other setup Pokemon that we have is Snorlax. Now, Snorlax might seem like an odd inclusion in this deck, but I tried to go for a 1 prizer only strategy. So that means no Oricorio, no Dedenne, no Crobat, no setup Pokemon that you would typically see. Instead, we've opted for Snorlax. With the Gourmandize ability, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may draw cards until you have 7 in your hand. So that's going to be really good for when you play your quick balls, you play your great balls, you play all your Pokemon down, you attach an energy per turn, and now your hand is looking like 1, 2, or 3, in that early game, and you can go ahead and Snorlax Gourmandize up to 7 and get rolling right off the gates on the next turn. Snorlax is a really good Pokemon. The only problem with Snorlax, and you have to be careful about this, is that it has 3 retreat. So we don't play any way outside of an Air Balloon and an energy attachment or our Bird Keeper to get that Snorlax out of the active. So just make sure that when you're using your Snorlax, you know exactly when to use it, because there are matchups that you need to go for a really aggressive Whimsicott. I think of the ADP matchup as a matchup where you just need to go as hard and as fast as possible with Whimsicott. Can't really afford to have that Snorlax stuck in the active, because then your opponent can get set up and pretty much steamroll you out of the game. So Bird Keeper is our supporter here for moving that Snorlax. We got a couple of them, and it also draws us some cards, so we'll want in the late game to have, big hands. Bird Keeper helps us with that. We also have Boss's Orders, 2 copies. We got 2 copies of Marnie and 4 Professor's Research. Moving on to more of the consistency Pokemon, we also play Cinccino. So this is a 3/3 Cinccino line. The Make Do is going to be really nice for when your opponent in the late game, Marnies you. Let's say you've already used your attack on the Whimsicott. You have your U-Turn boards in your hand. You're going to want to be able to, draw into them if your opponent Marnies those out of your hand or reset stamps them out of your hand. So Cinccino makes a lot of sense because that's just very consistent draw power throughout the course of the game. We also play 1 Phione. Important to mention, there's not a ton of Gust in this deck. You can't really afford to play 4 Gust, so Phione is that pseudo Gust that is really nice to just give you that free switch on your opponent's active Pokemon. That is a list, you guys. I hope you enjoy this deck. I have had a ton of fun playing this deck. These next games, I hope, reflect how much fun I've had playing the deck. I think it has a number of solid matchups. This certainly feels to me like the best 1 prize deck in the format. Again, being able to pump out 170 damage very consistently with the U-Turn boards, and then augmenting that depending on how many Lucky Eggs or Air Balloons you can get into turn. Feels really good. You have a chance against a lot of things. Maybe not the best chance against ADP, but you really look at most other decks, I think you have a really solid chance. We're going to play 3 games. We actually do get a matchup against ADP, so if you want to see how that one goes, watch till the end of the video. That's going to do it for the deck profile. Let's head into the games. Enjoy these next few, guys. Whimsicott, a major player in Vivid Voltage. We are back with Whimsicott. My hair is down in honor of this fluffy cotton Pokemon. So happy you guys decided to watch this video today because we got a good one, I am sure. Whimsicott has been a fun, good, like viable deck, I think, against many things not named ADP. And so we're going to have a great time here playing our Whimsicott deck. Let's get in the zone, though. Alrighty, we see an opponent's Dhelmise as the active. Let's go ahead here with the Cinccino. I have the option to either go for a Snorlax or for a Jirachi. And I think it's a little too early in the game for me. Like, I don't know what I'm playing against. So there are certain matchups where you feel a lot better going into Snorlax first. And then there are certain matchups where if this is a 1-prize matchup, I'd much rather have Jirachi down. Let's go U-Turn Board. We might as well put Air Balloon down. And then we'll Dreamy Revelation. We get another Cottonee, huge. And we'll bench it. You know, of course, we miss out on the draw potential. Like, Snorlax would have drawn us 5 cards there, but I'm just a little bit worried going into an unknown matchup. I'm worried about leaving a Snorlax active because there's a lot of ways that the opponent can strand a Snorlax active. And it could really just cause us a lot of problems. So, see that quick ball there from my opponent. Going for a Snorlax. Okay, so this looks like some kind of control deck. It appears. That would be my guess. That Dhelmise putting a trainer from your discard pile into your hand? Yeah. Okay, so again, that was probably the best to not go into that Snorlax, because I think they'll probably try to gust up Snorlax and just keep it active as long as possible. We get a Lucky Egg. We might as well play it down. And then we'll go ahead and Marnie. So we get the Cot. We get the Dreamy Rev. We're in a good spot. Let's go Dreamy Rev. Get another energy. Go here. Retreat. 1, 2, 3 would be enough. So I think we take the knockout here. Yeah. Obviously, we're losing a couple of tools, but for us to get rid of the Snorlax, Marnie him down to 4 cards, this is a really good spot to be in for us. And we draw an Ordinary Rod. Okay. Not the greatest draw. Not the greatest draw. I think we're happy. So this is the Dhelmise. We're going to need another 3 tools, which we have at the cost of Lucky Egg. Again, I think this is some kind of stall deck. Oh, it's a muck. Yo, okay, I understand. So this is... Whoa, what a weird deck. This is really cool. We'll have to see if we can emulate this in the future. So he's going to take back, what, a Scoop Up Net? Okay, Quick Ball, we see. Comes back to hand. Now, at this point, we would really love to get ourselves into some... We'd really love to get ourselves into some more U-Turn boards. But right now, we're just kind of... We're happy that we're here. You know, we're enjoying the moment. We're living life to the fullest. And that research is a really good card for us, too. I might opt not to play the research. It really depends on what we can find next turn. Because I'd like to just Minccino. Yo, they only hit 1 trainer. What in the world? So they are having problems digging for cards. So no. It definitely makes the most sense to go here with the Cinccino, I think. And then we just will say, screw the Ordinary Rod. We're just going to go as hard as we can. Try to take this knockout on the Dhelmise, because they are not setting up very well. There's a Quick Ball. Maybe they have Dedenne, Crobat. See what they grab here. A Rockruff. Okay. I'm feeling very confident. So there's a Seaweed Grab. And going to take back the Scoop Up Net. Okay, interesting. So again, going for this kind of mill strategy. But if they don't top deck, it's going to be really hard for them to win. Go there, go there, go there. Go there. We have no valid targets for the Ordinary Rod, so I think we can go ahead and pitch it. We need one more tool. We need one more tool, or no, we can't. We can't push anything active to get. Okay, yeah, we need one more tool, so I'm gonna go for it. You know, I'm gonna go for it. Let's really try to put the pressure on the opponent here. Let's make do that. We don't get it. Okay, you know what? Now at this point, I think let's go ahead and use the Phione. And what this is going to do is it's going to force him to think about what to put up. If he puts up something like the Rockruff, we just take the knockout. Otherwise, I would have drawn. I would have triple drawn. We could still triple draw. Obviously, we know that he has the Scoop Up Net in hand. But I think we take the knockout here. So let's discard those. Of course, they go back to the hand. Take the knockout. Let's get another tool, please. A Marnie. Okay, we're getting low. We are getting low in our deck. I really don't want to have to research. We'd love to just get a trainer here, or get a tool, I should say. Thankfully, though, our deck has been a really good boy. Has made sure that we haven't discarded too many tools. We'll go make do. I mean, we gotta go Bird Keeper here, right? So we'll Bird Keeper into the Jirachi. Still no dice, huh? Well, Dreamy Rev. Wow. Wow. No extra tool, huh? Oh, this is getting a little nasty. Now this is getting a little nasty. Okay. So what would they take? I don't know. We just need our U-turn boards, man. Let's go here. I think we try to go for the 2-hit KO. Go 1-2. We're pretty fine. We got the Marnie in reserve. There's the Scoop Up Net. Gonna pick up that muck. Play it right back down. Okay. We would really love to draw into a tool so that, oh my gosh, did they get rid of 3? Yeah, they got rid of a Lucky Egg and 2 Air Balloon. Yo. All right, so our damage is going to be really, really hurt. That was a big draw by them. Wow, and the Seaweed Grab. What does it get now at this point? Like a Quick Ball? They are going to take the Scoop Up Net again. Okay. Gonna take that Scoop Up Net again. So we go here. We'll just do this. And Flying Fury. Let's see, we got 10 cards left. All right. Wow, no more tools beyond our U-turn boards. So that's pretty big. That's pretty big because it means we're not going to be able to one-shot these mucks. There's a Quick Ball. They have the Recycle Energy as well, so they are going to be able to get another Delmise. Dude. Wow. Yep, Scoop Up Net. Play the muck down. Holy moly. Discard the top 6. Yeah, they got 2 U-turn boards too. Oh no. All right, at this point, I don't think we can win. They're going to take the scoop up net. And that is going to pretty much do it. I mean, we can Marnie and stuff, but geez, man, they discarded all of our tools, bro. They discarded all of our tools. We're down to what? 2 cards? Two prizes, I should say. All right, we're going to go risky. Risky for the bisky. Wow. I am shook. I am shook. We can still take it, but it's definitely super awkward. The last 6 cards could all be items as well. Certainly have to take that into account. Just the one. Okay. Okay. That's actually good. So we know that all of our Pokemon, or all of our things left are Pokemon. So they're going to Seaweed Grab. Pokemon or energy. They're going to take a Scoop Up Net. Okay, that's fine. So we go here. We go here. Knockout. Hey, our two U-turn boards are doing work. Doing massive work for us. That's great. You'd love to see it. Thanks for joining us, U-turn boards. We got our last Marnie. We're clutching this. Oh! Take off the active. Take off the bench. Okay. What do? We know their cards. Yeah, I was going to say, we know their cards left. So I think what you probably do there if you're the opponent is you probably let let me take the hit. I guess you could collect. That seems good. You probably let me take the hit there. And then you Scoop Up Net. That would give you 1 extra card. Because you pretty much know that we're out of tools. We're going to be 10 damage short here on that Grimer. And then what you would do is maybe attach again the other Recycle and retreat into the other Grimer. And then we have Gust and then Knockout, I think. But no, going to go for the Muck. They should know the last 3 cards of our deck. So I'm not too sure about that play. So we see a Koga's Trap. This is like the trolliest deck of all time, dude. But I think we are going to come out on top. Wow, I was looking really sketchy there for a second. What an interesting deck that our opponent is playing. All right, so there's that. We'll retreat. GG's, my dude. GG's. I don't think I ever want to face that ever again. That's like mom calling you to do chores, and the chores are cleaning the gutters, or like pulling the weeds from the entire garden, you know? Insane stuff. All right, well, that was a dub. Let's go back and run it back, dude. Whimsicott has been one of my favorite decks from Vivid Voltage in the sense that it's just super fun. It's a 1-prizer, which like 1-prizers just generally lend themselves to being very interesting, very exciting, and it has a lot of good synergy with that, with the U-turn boards. I love that synergy. All the U-turn boards going back to the hand, and you can replay them back down. I think it's really fun. So they're going to choose who goes first. I think we're hoping, again, that they go first. We would like to go second with this deck because we just want to set up things. And it's really hard to do, generally, to set up, like on the first turn. You don't often find yourself with too many quick ball, great ball, that kind of thing. So you want to go second with this deck, I think, to try to get your setup to be as good as possible. And all we need to see... Yo, we had 3 mulligans? What? Togekiss. The dreaded Togekiss. The Togekiss of death. So we see a Marnie. Energy attachment comes down. I think we're in a decent spot. We need like 2 Whimsicott down, would be my thought. But we have the Lucky Egg for the active. So, oh, dude, we got the Snorlax for the active. Yo, okay, we want to just go in and Gormandize, I think. We got Calm. We could Marnie my opponent? No. Let's calm. We know they're gonna Marnie us. But do we think that they're gonna kill Snorlax? Let's go here. Let's get out our Cottonee. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go Snorlax. We could Gust, but I would like to save that. And sure. And Gorman dies. Who's Gorman, do you ask? Couldn't tell you. See the Togekiss VMAX. I'll be interested to see what kind of controlling options they have, because presumably Togekiss would work the best. Like, the damage output isn't great, but the deck would certainly work really well with like crushing hammers, damage modification, something like, you know, Yell Horn. Just a lot of ways to kind of disrupt the opponent, I think, is where we're going to see the Togekiss VMAX shine. So they grabbed the Mewtwo off that Great Ball, but no supporter in the discard. Maybe they just want to put the Mewtwo to the bottom after they Marnie. That would be my guess. But this is where our deck comes in really clutch, because we're going to be doing 2 shots to the Togekiss, while they are certainly, you know, one-shotting our Cottonees, but they, you know, we're going to trade a lot better than the Togekiss deck. So that's really nice. So there's another energy attachment. They're really trying to think about what to do, man. That's awesome. They could have had access to a powerful energy, so I'm wondering if they actually wanted to just do the just do 120, not quite knock us out. And so there's Guru. I get 1 back. Okay. And a Scoop Up Net. Okay, great. See them come up with the Togekiss. Max Glide. Great stuff. The Snorlax almost has too much HP, because I would rather have it go down here, right? Because we have the knockout. So we would have to top deck a Bird Keeper. We already know that they Marnied one away from us, right? We had it in our hand, so it's at the bottom of our deck. So we would need, yeah, we would need that Bird Keeper to get out of this position right now. I think what they'll probably do is they'll probably Gust us. Yeah, I think that just makes, that's really good, right? They probably grabbed Gust to try to get the Cottonee out of here. We'll go ahead and make do. We get a Calm and a Quick Ball. So let's go ahead and Quick Ball the Calm? Quick Ball the Calm? And go for another Cottonee? I don't want to evolve the Whimsicott for obvious reasons, but let's go ahead and Quick Ball. Do that. Get ourselves another Cottonee. And let's check to see, we do have both of our Ordinary Rod. We do have 1 Whimsicott prized. So let's do that. Let's go here. So we can draw more with Gorman dies. And then, yeah. Cool. All right. Feeling good. Again, I have a feeling that they grabbed... Oh, this kind of sucks. I have a feeling that they grabbed the Gust so that they could try to take out the Cottonee. They might also, like, knock out the Cinccino. That also doesn't seem horrible. But either way, it gives us a pivot option. Or they knock out the active like that. Very good. Okay, so Zigzagoon is another thing that they could have played there. That gives us... that gives them the ability to go around the Lucky Egg. And we will bring up Jirachi. And then they can take a knockout on that. We're fine with that. So how do we win the game now? We might be too far out of it at this point. The problem with The problem with them playing the Zigzagoon and getting the knockout on Snorlax means that we would have to go swing. And then if they have any kind of healing, we might not be able to make it around that. This is really tough. This is really tough. Let's see. We'll need all of our Cottonee. Yeah, it basically means if we don't get up to the high numbers that we need... I'm just trying to think about the prize trade, right? Because they're going to come up with 2 VMAXs. So they're going to go Togekiss, Togekiss. But we don't have enough attack. Oh, yo, we get the Marnie. That's pretty big, actually. All right, so we'll go here on the Whimsy. Let's trade. No, we can't trade first. I think we have the Great Ball first. That's a big whiff on the Great Ball because we would love to just attach the U-Turn board here. Can we go Ordinary Rod? Can we discard an Ordinary Rod? Yeah, I think we should have done this the other way. We should have. That was a little bit of an error there. I think we go Ordinary Rod here. Kind of because we have to. At this point in the game, the Ordinary Rods don't matter. But we just wanted another Pokemon so we can attach the U-Turn board to it. LOL. Do get that. I mean, we got what we asked for, so like I can't really complain. I can't be mad. You know, you done good, deck. You done good. And take a Cottonee. Go here. Go here. Play our Marnie. That's our only Marnie. Oh wait, no. We have one more Marnie left. Okay. So let's go here. Put that down. And then we'll Flying Fury. We want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 would be 170. 170. I think we could discard all of them. Because I'm just trying to think about playing around like a Mallow and Lana. So if they have 50 damage on them, after they Mallow and Lana, because we can do 250. So we do need to discard all of them for us to have a chance. Okay. It's really awkward to think about that, but the reasoning again is like if they switch to the bench with the Mallow and Lana, then we would lose if we only discarded 4, because then we wouldn't be able to 2-shot them. Let me recheck my math there. So if we did 4, that would be 170, and then they would have 50 left. There's no way for us to get up to those numbers. So I think we're in the right there. I think we're in the right. So there's the Togekiss. So they go knockout. We go another 2, 10, whatever. They go knockout again. I think we're still, we're going to lose this game, but it's not for lack of trying. We're going to be 1 turn too late. So that 1 turn where they Zigzagooned and knocked us out, that's going to be too much. We have no way to get around that, unfortunately. And we're going to take the L here to this deck. It's just, that's where you're seeing Whimsicott kind of fail, is like the opponent just has too much HP. They're able to switch between their VMAXs, and that's kind of the problem that we've seen the whole time with these decks, is just that the one prize decks, I should say, is that into VMAX decks, they don't really do enough damage outside of like Baby Blacephalon. So he's going to take, healing cards, presumably. He's going to take really anything here. It doesn't matter. Our prize trade at this point is too bad for us to win the game, unfortunately. So we'll go up with the Jirachi. But you never know. They did take 20 off of the... Does that matter? I don't know that it does. But we're going to play as if it does. We don't want the Phione down, I don't think. We're going to have to research. And let's go... Great Ball. Yeah, we should have waited on the Great Ball. It's okay. Get that. Let's go. Cinccino. Make do. We'll make do away a quick ball. And then we'll dream. No, we want a great ball here because we want to try to get into another tool. We don't. Okay. So at this point, go here. We can go here. Go here. So we got 1, 2, 3. That would be 130. 130, 150. Yeah, I mean, we have to. Again, we're not going to win this game, I don't believe, but we'll try our hardest. You never know. The opponent can disconnect. But yeah, going to be able to set up that other Togekiss as well. That's pretty nice. Well, okay, hold up. Hear me out. We might have one more turn. No. We could win the game. We could win the game. Hold up. Okay, I was doing my math a little bit wrong. We could win the game, right? Because they take a knockout, then we take a knockout, then they go down to 1 prize. All right. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Hold the phone. We got plays here. We got options here. It's not looking good because the U-Turn board. The U-Turn boards are stuck in the deck. I was thinking that they were going to be able to get another Togekiss up. So then at that point, we would have to hit like back-to-back bosses. And I was thinking, okay, that's probably not that likely. So now all we need to do is hit 1 boss. We can use our supporter for the turn to Bird Keeper if we want. They're going to look for a couple of cards. We could take control of this game. I don't know what kind of crazy tricks that they have up their sleeves. But we take a knockout here, and then we gust that one up for the last knockout. We could do it. We're on a razor-thin edge here, though. So there's the research. We have to make do first. Let's go ahead and make do. We get the Whimsy. Dreamy Rev. We get another U-Turn board. Okay. Oh, so at this point, we have 2. So we're doing 90 damage. Oh, this is terrible. We need to draw like 2 U-Turn boards off the Bird Keeper. We can Bird Keeper into the Jirachi. We need to hit 2 tools out of 5 cards. Possible, but not probable. So we'll Bird Keeper into Jirachi. Yeah, and unfortunately that's going to do it for us. Because we don't have enough to... We would love to have gusted there. Because we only have 3, so that's only going to be... That's only going to be 130. They're going to be 30 damage short. Yeah, and that was going to be 10 damage short. Man, all right. Well, we tried our hardest, guys. We did all we could. There's our Whimsicott. We're going to be just... It's like 10 damage short. We are so close. We are so close. Flying Fury. We needed 1 more tool on this turn, and then I think we win the game. Because then we could go boss on the last Togekiss. Wow, so 30 damage short here. We would have been 10 damage short if we had gusted up the Togekiss, but I think I'm still proud of our Whimsicott deck. We did a lot of good things. We brought it down really, really tight against this deck that should have had every advantage to win. They had that Zigzagoon early game against our Snorlax, disrupted us just enough to go for the dub there. And they're going to clean the board up. GG's, well played, well played. Wow. So close. Definitely hate to see it. So another max glide. And we're going to be left without enough attackers to win the game. That's our last Whimsicott. All right, what do you guys think? Should we roll this one more time? I think we're going to roll this deck one more time. This was too fun. Bring up the Jirachi. Give it a Dreamy Rev. There's our U-Turn board. We knew we had at least one more in the deck. We can go Bird Keeper. Our last card is a Whimsicott, I think. Oh, our last card is U-Turn board. Oh, we have, yeah, of course we have Whimsicott prized. Okay, yeah, that's going to do it. Well played. We'll give our opponent the well played. GG. Okay, we'll play one more time. So we went 1-on-1. You saw there the downfall of Whimsicott. The plus side of Whimsicott is that you're a really good deck against one prizers. The downside of Whimsicott is that you struggle against the VMAXs if they're able to take like 2 prizes before you can take, you know, before you can knock out their first one, their first VMAX. Another great start for us here. Let's see what we're playing against. If it's an ADP deck, I think we just scoop. We have a hard time against ADP, particularly if we go second. They should be able to get, you know, an Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia up with the 2 energy by the time we can get an attack off. There's the Intrepid Sword, so giving us a little bit of hope. They got to stumble though pretty hard for us to win this matchup. There's that. There's that. Cool. We can dream. I'm wondering. I think we gotta go, man. I think we gotta go. And I don't want to drop a Snorlax because I think that's too much of a liability. Let's go here. Okay. Do this there. Let's go Lucky Egg here. Take a look. We'll take the research for the options that it gives us. And then I think we want to hold on to the calm. Because we could go get another Jirachi here and dig one more card. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think we want to dig as much as we can. We could get our other Jirachi. We could Gormandize on the Snorlax. But we only have one Bird Keeper. Okay, I think we had to stray away from that idea. Yeah, let's do it. Let's be greedy. Let's go for the second Dreamy Revelation. Great. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Things are looking up for your boy. Beautiful card. I love this card so much. I've talked a lot about how much I enjoy these amazing rares, and they really are something else. Like they're truly stunning. I love how these look. We arguably should have taken the other card and left the Cinccino on the top. I wasn't really even thinking about a Marnie from our opponent. But we don't get punished. Aside from the fact that we're going to have to discard a Cottonee. So at this point, I'm kind of thinking that this isn't an ADP and instead this is a Luke Metals option, which I think is a slightly easier matchup to try to deal with. We do see that Intrepid Sword from my opponent. And we'll draw for turn. Okay, a Great Ball comes down. Big if true. Get ourselves... We can't discard the Cottonee. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Snorlax, though. And we will research. Dreamy Rev. U-Turn Board. Dreamy Rev, Air Balloon. We'll hold that in hand, and we'll pass. Okay. I don't love our spot. But we do have the boss's orders. If they are not able to switch this out of the active, which I assume that they will be able to, but if they're not able to switch this out of the active, then we can really punish that. The Tool Scrapper is huge. Okay, that sucks really bad. That sucks really bad. U-Turn Board, of course, goes back to the hand, but they might as well do that, especially if they have a Marnie. That sets the U-Turn Board back into the deck. Do you see that switch? They are going to take a knockout here on the Jirachi. Sad. All right, so definitely a Lucario Melmetal deck. I think we have a chance. I think we have a real solid chance. We're going through a few too many resources, but as long as we can effectively utilize our last Ordinary Rod, I think we're not in a losing position at this point. Do you see that Jirachi come down for my opponent? What an exciting matchup. This is great, man. Pokemon is so fun. I've been playing this game for 10 years, and I still really enjoy it. I don't know what it is about the Pokemon trading card game that I love, but, you know, I don't know. Like, some of it comes back to the people, the nostalgia, but, I mean, the physical game itself, something about this game, like, keeps me coming back and keeps me wanting more. There's a quick ball for the Crobat. I wonder what they're going for here. Maybe they just know that they are not going to draw as many cards as they will if they just play the Crobat down, right? Because if they draw a prize, like maybe the other cards in their hand are things that they don't want to play. But we'll see. We're going to need 6 tools and another Pokemon on the next turn to get a knockout on the Zacian. Certainly possible. Probable, probably not, but certainly possible. We've already lost a significant number of tools. I mean, 2 is significant for this deck, right? Because you pretty much need just about every single one. Go there with the Jirachi. Ah, 2 Air Balloon. I see. A Man of Culture. Put that down. Go there. And then we will... I think we gotta research. We gotta research. No Whimsicott, huh? No Cinccino, huh? Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll pass. Yeah, I mean, we can't do anything else, right? We'll pass. Okay. That's so sad. A pretty decent turn here. We wouldn't have gotten the knockout on the Zacian, but like, you wish we had the opportunity to at least attack, you know? There's a switch into the Jirachi. We're pretty fine with him taking the knockout on our Jirachi. That doesn't really do too much for him. But yeah, geez, what a lame draw there. We didn't even get a Cinccino out. We still have 3 left. See an energy spinner for my opponent. We're gonna need to save, like, at all costs, the Tool Scrapper. I assume this is a Lucario Melmetal deck. It could be some kind of weird, like, oh, it's an ADP deck. Oh no. Okay, we definitely lose now, I think, right? We needed that knockout on that Zacian for sure. Oh, this is gonna be ugly. We're down 2 bosses. This is gonna get ugly. And there's the switch. So they opted not even to use the Stellar Wish ability. We do see that knockout with the Brave Blade. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Now's our opportunity to show the world what we're made of. Another Lucky Egg. Well, that is going to be our tool that we need. Do we feel confident about getting the KO? Because I'd like to utilize the U-turn boards as much as possible. We have 2 left in the deck. I think we can go ahead and Marnie. No Marnie there. Yeah, okay, we did get... Dude, seriously? No Whimsicott, huh? Like at this point, I think we have to do this. And then do this. Like we need to increase our chances as much as possible of hitting off of this Great Ball. Thank goodness. Where are our Cinccinos, bro? Where are they at? All right, so there's that. There's that. It doesn't really matter which one we put it on because we're discarding all of the tools anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna be 6 times 4, 250. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, you're done, son. Okay. Now, if you're the opponent, what do you do? You gotta bring up ADP. We're in a really tough spot though because we lost our bosses. We're in a really hard position because they can get in and out with the ADP. They're down 3 switch though. Gotta think that they play Scoop Up Net. I mean, this is gonna be a really exciting finish to this game because our routing is just really wonky, right? Because if we knock out Jirachi and then they bring up a Zacian and get a knockout, that's really bad. We kind of have to hope that they stumble once again and that they just like Intrepid Sword this turn. Because we have no way to punish them at this point. We have no way to boss around whatever they bring up. So we'd have to try to one-shot the Zacian. I'd like to just take a knockout on the Jirachi for free and then see what we can do. I have a weird hunch that they prized their waters, which is why... Oh, no, they have a water in the discard. Okay, so maybe they're just... I feel like you would want to go with the ADP here and then pretty much solidify the matchup. Again, they could be making plays because they don't know what we have in our deck. But it certainly seems optimal to go in with ADP, at least on this turn. Like last turn, it didn't matter because of the prize trade. But on this turn, I think it matters a great deal. Man, and that Tool Scrapper is pretty crazy there by the opponent as well. Okay. So they're going to go research. Saucer and switch. Ooh, big charm. That's a big draw. And the Scoop Up Net. We can still take a knockout. We have access to the Tool Scrapper. But we're going to need a lot. We actually need one less tool if we get the Tool Scrapper because they're going to eat the 10 damage, or the 20 damage, I should say, from the Whimsicott. Okay, so they are at effectively 230 health. All 4 boards. Great stuff. You love to see it. So there's our scrapper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 would be 200. Or 210. So let's go trade. Or make do. I'm too old for that. We get another Cottonee. We'll go ahead and attach the energy. Go there on the active. Tool Scrapper. YDB. And then we'll take a knockout. Flying Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Very, very relevant here is the Horror Energy. Just that extra 20 damage made it so that we could knock out the Zacian without needing the extra tool. And at this point, I feel very confident that we can two-shot pretty much anything to win the game. We're out of like extra tools. So they bring up the ADP. They would need another metal Pokemon. Well, they have the Jirachi, so they would need something like Energy Switch, Metal Saucer Energy Switch to get the Altered Creation off. But that still doesn't win them the game, obviously. They do have Metal Saucer Energy Switch. I spoke it into existence. Maybe I shouldn't have. And then we are just living the good life. There's another ADP that comes down. Crobat, I think, is still in their hand, right? So they could knock us out. Be pretty good. Okay, they Marnie. All right, that is also really nice for them. We need to hit like some combination of, okay, that's good. We need to hit some combination of Pokemon. Got another Metal Saucer. They're going to reset stamp us. Hate that. Really do hate that. We get a U-Turn Board, so that means we can Bird Keeper. We'll go into the Cinccino. We get a couple of U-Turn Boards. We also get a Make Do. Wow, they would need how do they win next turn? I don't think they do at this point. We would need to mess up. I think we want to just swing into the ADP. We'll go here. Here. And here. And then maybe we make do again? Sure. We won't ever deck out because of the Whirlpool suction. So wow, we have so many U-Turn boards in the deck right now. So we're doing I just don't know if we have a Whimsicott. I assume we do, but I just can't say for certain. I can't say for certain. They would need to be the last two cards of the deck or of the prizes. I think we hold everything. Oh, well, Flying Fury. We actually really want to discard our Lucky Egg, because if they gust up the Cottonee with a Lucky Egg, they could force us into a. They could have forced us into a deck out if we had played the Cinccino and discarded the Quick Ball. So you want to be careful with the Lucky Eggs. They're going to attack, bro. We've done it. We beat an ADP that had like the weirdest good start I've ever seen. They should actually attack us with Jirachi. Slap would be a knockout here. So they would want to retreat. If they knocked us out, or they would want to switch, I guess. If they knocked us out with Jirachi, then we would lose the game. At this point, we get the knockout on the ADP, so we're chilling. But to extend the game for them, they would want to go into a Jirachi. So that might be, if they have a switch remaining, which I assume that they would. They've only played 3 here. That would be the way to go. They're going to eat another 10 damage, or 20 damage, excuse me, off of the horror energy. And we bring up our Cottonee. And I assume we have the cards to do it. Go make do. We just need one Whimsicott. There he is. We could also, yeah, we'll just go Marnie or make do. Insane deck, bro. Flying Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking that knockout. Let's go, Whimsicott. Let's go. Thank you guys all for joining me today on this jaunt through the standard format with our favorite fluffy Pokemon Whimsicott. I had a ton of fun. If you enjoyed this content, please make sure to subscribe, like this video. It helps more people see what we're doing here on this channel. And also go follow me on some of the other socials. I got them all down in the description below. We got TikToks, Twitters. Let's see. We run a podcast every single week. on Wednesday nights over at twitch.tv/Munner. And of course, make sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/FlexDaddyRighteous. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I'll talk to you next time. Remember, good luck and also have fun.